I've drawn this is going to be a equal river there. There's a couple of vertical lines going across there with slight curves on them. There, like me. That's my foreground there. This is going to be middle ground. This is my sort of middleish to background. This is my background. My sky's definitely background. Right, my sky, right? My sky is like a really faint, cloudy colour. I'm going to make mine slightly more creamy because this field here is a cream colour. This field here is a cream colour, and there's some cream colour in these mountains. So I think I'll add a bit extra cream colour into everything and a bit in the clouds, and that'll make my picture more harmonious. You've got to think about harmony when you're painting a picture. Is your picture going to look harmonious? That's what you've got to think about. So hopefully this will. Right, just let me wet this brush, and I think I'll just wet the old paper for this because this sky is going to be faint, so I don't suppose it matters if it drips through. It does look pure white in my water, the white bits, so I will not wet my water, so I don't want mum dripping in there. So that'll do. Is that wet enough up the top though? I need it to stay wet for long enough for me to paint it, you see. Right, so I've even got a little bit of Chinese. Oh no, I haven't. I thought I had just Chinese white on my brush, but I haven't got that creamy colour on. That's nice. So I mixed that with a bit of Chinese white actually. There we are. That's a nice creamy colour in my sky. I'll bring it through into there as well because it's going to come into there anyway. And I'll whack a bit in there. That's a creamy colour anyway, but I will put that in later. Right, so's that. Right, so that's my sky. Right, now let's get some really light blue. I'm going to use civilian blue. Don't need much, it's very light. You know what, I think I'm going to do my normal trick. Stick it on its side while I do it. I know you can't see everything I'm painting, but it makes it run better. So there's a bit of civilian blue there and a bit there, and that's just going to run out of picture. Now there is, up there, I'm probably not going to see it, I'm going to probably pop in a tiny bit of purplish colour just across here. I know you can't see that, what I've just dabbed in. Yeah, just leave it like that. You'll see it in a minute when I spin it round. In fact, I think I'm going to spin it round. Nah, take it back that way. To go back that way, look, so you can see what I put it in there. Back that way. That's looking nice. That's a nice looking sky to me, that. And in a minute I'll put it back its normal way. Jobs are good. I think that'll do. And then I'll just put it back that way. That can do its own thing now. That'll do me. Right. Oh, some coffee. Right, I don't know whether to go into this while it's still a bit wet. Will it hurt out? To make it look more distant. It's drying a bit, isn't it? Yeah, let's start mixing some colours for that. So that's quite a creamish colour. So get a nice creamish colour then. Sort of is very creamish. I think that blue's going to hit it in a minute and run it down, so I might have to go over this again. In fact, let's put this whole thing in a creamish colour. I'll nick that paint from there, bring it over there. What I think I'll do, I think I'll put the whole thing of this in this creamish colour, and then I don't know whether to glaze over it or put some wet in wet straight over it. I might even go straight wet in it. I can go over the edges there, it's not going to matter. It don't really matter there because that field's a cream colour. Now that field's a really light cream colour. Shall I put that in? Yeah, let's put that field in. So I've just got some I've left watercolours on my brush, but because it's so light I've mixed a bit of Chinese white in with it. Just dip my brush straight into Chinese white. That's nice. That's just lightened that cream colour right up. And I've gone round there for edge of my river, but in general I'm doing what's called going with my contours, what means my field's going straight vertical across there, you see. So that's that. Now I think I'll glaze some darker colours into that, but I think I'm going to let it dry and glaze it. Right, there's some more this side. Is that right? Yeah, that's right, yeah. Thought I'd painted the wrong bit then for a second, but no. Too clever for that, ain't it? Now this one has got some slight hints of green in. I'm just contemplating whether to just, yeah, I think I'm going to do a little bit of wet green with that. So tiny bit of green paint, just wet it. Oh, it's more yellow than green anyway. Let me pop some more. That's nice, but I'm going to pop some more green into that and mix it on the, that's it. So I'm mixing it on the paper, but that's nice. I like that, quite like that. That's good. There, so that's that in. Might just dry my brush and soak the puggles out. Get rid of these puggles here, look. You don't want little puggles of paint, so I'll just soak them up. A bit dry brush, that's it, stuck them out. That's it. Don't like this bit here, so I'll blend it and soften it up. There we are. No harsh bits. There, that's better. There, that's nice. That'll do me that. Right, I'll stick that paintbrush in the water while I have a nice sip of coffee. Right. I think what I'll do, I'll build a layer up of creams in there and all, may as well, while I'm at it, and then I'll start thinking about just doing some drying, I think, after that. Yeah, right. So, some nice, I'll do some wetting first, and then get some nice cream colours, and just whacking. Probably about like that, I think that'll probably do it. Oh, I can do another layer in a bit if I want. Right, let's have a little dry of the whole thing. That'll do me nicely, very nicely. I might make that my new catchphrase. Right, I need some pale greens to come in here now. Let's have a look, see what I can mix. Some nice pale greens. Oh, that's quite nice. That is a pale green. So that can come in sort of around there. Like that. And that can come in up there like that as well, into there. Like that, and into there, like that. Down here, down there. Yes, that's about like that, I think. Take it down to bottom. Down to bottom there. Oh, that's it. No, I do not want it in that field. So let me just dab that bit there. Don't want it in my field. Thank you very much. I do not want it in that field. Thank you. Right, so that's that. Now then, let's get a darker green. Start going in with a nice darker one, because from over here seems to be some darker stuff. That sort of comes in there. Actually, that comes right across there, like that, across and down here. And again, let me just wipe my brush on my tea towel. There's a lot of puddles. I want it to come to the edge of there, but I don't want it coming off at the edge of there. There, that's it. Another dab, take that puddle out. All I do, dab my brush on the tea towel, take my puddle out. Right, now then. I use another little dab of that and just fade some of that colour just up into there. Like that, that's nice. That's it. There, so that's that. And now there's some really quite dark greens in here now. So I want a darker green here and just pop some little bits in. Just sort of blending around a little bit. So just like that. And then there's some even darker greens. Some really dark greens now. Like dark mucky greens. Have a look at these, see what these look like. There's a bit down there of a dark mucky green, there's a bit down there, there's some bits in here, little bits. Something about like that. I've washed my brush and I'm just going to try and soften up some little bits up there. That's it, that's better. Oh dear. There's some puddles. Right, I think I'm just going to try and gently dry that. See what happens. Dry that top bit like that, then flip it upside down and let them puddles run a bit. That's it. There's still a slight puddle there, so I'll let that one run back down and try and dry it. Blown everything everywhere. All my tissues is on the floor. I dab my paint with. Right, so another sip of coffee. Now then, what colour's on this brush? Right, not much. Right, I'm just going to try now and just smudge some of these bits out. Some of these little fat bits. Just try and smudge them out a bit, soften them a bit. And I think that'll do me for that there now. That'll do nicely. There. I'll leave that bit. Yeah. In fact, I'll leave that bit. That looks alright, that's nice. Right, so now then. This bit here, I'm going to pop a bit more creamy colour in this bit here than what's actually in it. So, I might even build that up in layers. Shall I? Yeah, let's build it up in some layers, why not? So if I pop some layers in there like that and let them dry, and then I can build up a nice thick colour. Now, that colour there, tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to nick it. I'm going to nick it for there, for my field there. So I'll nick some bits. See how I'm following my contours down there? And then I'm doing the same on here, look. Following my contours. It's my new word, following my contours. I'll try and leave a little gap there for some of them light bits there, look. That looks nice. Yeah, that looks nice, that does. Right, actually there's some more cream in here, so I'll build this bit up a bit more. Just nicking my paint from there, look. Look how I'm following my contours. I wished I'd left a few more of them white bits at the top of there, but it's done now. Right, that'll do for that bit. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Build this front bit up. So, I'll do the same. I'll keep nicking my paint off there, because I don't need them puddles, so I'll keep nicking it. And just build some of this up with the paint where I'm nicked. There we are. Yeah. There, nice. What else can I do? What else can I do? That's drying a bit already. That's good because I want it to dry quick. Right, that is drying fairly quick, so I reckon I can get some nice greens in there now. Let's get some nice greens mixed up. These are quite creamy greens. What's good, because it's gonna definitely help with what I'm doing. Some nice creamy greens right in there. Over top of that, straight over top, because I'm glazing now, you see? Glazing up with these creamy greens. Down to here. Down to there. Down into there. Up into there. There. Leave a few white highlights, it always looks cool, I think. Bits of sparkle in your picture, so that's nice. That's going to stay as it is. That's going to be a blue lake in a bit. This colour now I've got on my brush, I think that bottom colour's dry enough to do it. We'll have some more. I'll go right up to edge with this now. Some more, another glaze up at top of here, another glaze. Some on it might go sort of a bit wet in wet with that what I've just put in, but I think it's dried that quick. Probably going to get a nice glaze look. Look at that, lovely. And I'll water it down a bit more as I come down here. I'll water it out a bit. There, lovely jubbly. Nice. Right, oh, tell you what, I'm absolutely sweating. What's happened, Doofus's grandma's over to stop, and she's been full of life, all like enjoying herself and that. She took us to the park, done all this stuff, but then the last few days she's just been really quiet, and she's not said out. I think her arthritis might be kicking in and all, because she's gone dead quiet, and she's also sort of gone sort of stiff sort of thing. So I think her arthritis is kicking in and it's made her go a bit quiet. And what we've done, she's cold as well, so we've turned eating right up, and that's why it's absolutely sweltering. So we've got eating on full ball. I know with these energy bills and all, but we've got to think of Doofus's grandma first and keep her warm. So, but anyway, that's why I'm now absolutely pouring with sweat, absolutely pouring. Oh, come into there. That's nice. That's me white to look. That's that done. I really like that's absolutely perfect. What one? Beautiful. Beautiful. I could even blend that by popping a few of them little blues in there like that. It will help blend that colour in as well. Very nice. Right. You know what? I think I might now, so I can glaze over top, have a sip of coffee, and dry the whole thing again. Right. I think I accidentally had my hairdryer on cold. No wonder it's taking ages to dry. This is just cheap cartridge paper, so it's dead cheap to buy, so it's brilliant for that. But its downside is it's not that good for keep layering wash after wash on top and glazing up. but it's doing all right. Look, it's, you can feel it getting a bit thin there, but you can't see it, so who cares? Sound right. So I don't know, let's get just into there. Let's get us a few thin glazes, some of that blue, and a tiny bit of some of that purple and all, just to mirror what's happening in that sky. There, that'll do, just for that little bit. And I'll get some darker greens, because there's a lot of darker greens in this. There we are. That's nice. Definitely want some up in there, some bits and bobs of darker greens in there. I wonder if that's enough. Okay, I'm going to give that a little dry. That'll do. And then I'm just going to go some more darker brownier greens. So let's get some dark brown in there. That's a nice colour. Get a bit of that in. Dot that about as well. There's a lot of this sort of colour in there. There we are, like that. And then, well, like I said, I want to dab a bit more of this purple colour in, just to help match it with sky. And then a bit of that blue colour and all. I've got purple on one side of my brush and blue on the other. A bit of that blue in there, look. Just to replicate my sky a little bit and bring it all in, and then I'll go back into that monkey colour. And hopefully I've not gone too dark, because I've got a big tree to fit in front of there, so I don't want it too dark. Right, so that's that. So that's pushing, hopefully that's pushing that one back. So let's just bop a bit more on that top bit there to hopefully push that one back into distance. Right, and this one here, I think I'm going to thicken that one up as well, pull that one forward a bit more. So just wash my brush out, because that one is predominantly cream colour. See, I use a lot of big words on this channel. If you're a bit thick, you probably be as well not watching this channel, because I do use a lot of big sort of clever words and that. So if you are a bit thick, probably better off with another channel, like, because this one's for intellects. So I do apologise for my thick viewers, but I can't help being clever and that kind of. Right, now what I'm going to do, another layer in there and all of the cream, just to make sure my paints, I want my paint to get sort of thicker, a bit thicker as it builds up towards us me. So, and it'll give me an opportunity. You know, I said I wished I'd left a gap like that one. Give me an opportunity to leave a few gaps. Look how I'm following my contours, look, going down there towards my thing. That's called following my contours. Now, again, if you don't know what a contour means, you're probably a little bit thick, but don't worry about it, because we can't all be as clever as me. So don't worry if you are a bit thick. Don't worry, it's okay. Right, a few more splashy bits on there. There, use a lot of big words. Right, so that's that. Now then, I suppose I could build this up a bit more. Some more coffee. Right. Yeah, let's start building this up. Right, it's not a bad idea at all, that. So I'll go with some more thin washers and just start coming into here like this and building in to making my way forwards. Now this looks like it's totally dominating and taking over everything, this colour, but it isn't, because when it dries it's a thin wash and you'll see all them other colours underneath and it'll look right pretty, I'm telling you. Right, so that's that. So I could do with letting that dry now. 25 minutes. I could stop this video and finish it tomorrow, or I could keep going because I've got quite a lot more to do. I'm going to be putting some sheeps in and putting some more trees in and a little fence in. Shall I keep going? Let's have a look. Just get that. Move that paint up there. Look, these drips from bottom. Move them back up to the top. Yeah. And like I say, if you are a bit of a drip and you can't understand a lot of the bigger words what I say, I'm a very intellectual bloke, so don't worry about it. Don't mean you're daft. Let's have a look now. Oh, hang on, that's upside down. I nearly didn't notice. Right, so that's right way up again now. Right, now then, there is some. Right, let me think. Right, there's some slight trees in bottom of here, so I might pop them in now. Start building up some proper layers now from backwards to frontwards. So there's some slight trees that you can just make out in there. In that bottom bit there, that's sort of, they're miles away. So that's about like that, and that'll help infiltrate that line there where the sun's hitting all that, making it nice and bright. So what I'll do to help infiltrate that a bit more, build a little bit up there as well. Right, now in here, let's have a look in here, because there's some trees in here. Right. Probably need quite a dry brush now. Bit of dry brush work. Let's dab on there like that. Try that. Go there. There's a bit of a. Oh, that's lovely. A bit of a tree there. There's another one about there sticking up, and then there's a couple about there. What's a bit lower? Let's do a little bit of. I could do with adding a little bit of darkness into that. A little bit of low light into them trees. Let's try that. Just to which way is my sun come? My sun actually looks like it's coming in that way. On them trees it's gone. Oh no. Well, not worry. Too much. The way the light's hit them trees, it looks like sun's coming in that way. But in fact on my photo it's coming in that way, but I might just swap it to that way. I could easily do that. Right, so that's them trees there. Oh, there's some really dark trees, a couple of big ones in here. Right, let's get this bit sorted. There's a couple of big trees about there, just sort of pointing up like that. There's one there. One there, like that, that's it. A couple of big ones. And then there's all sorts of bushes and stuff in there. Let's just bring in a couple more bushes and that. Now, I don't have to go too mad, because in here, let's have some more lighter stuff under there, look like that. In here there's going to be, pop some highlights in, look, there we are, that's nice. There, I think that's it for that now. That's brought that up close enough. Looks like there's a bit of a bush in there. Shall I pop that in? Looks like there's some bushes here. Yeah, so let's pop them in. So there's some bushes about there. So I'll pop them in with this yellow colour. and then about there, and then I'm going to go to a dark, really dark green and pop them in with that, so it's about like that. Look, a couple of dark green. In fact, there's quite a few in there like that. Look, just up against there. What's good again, because it's giving me that line there, look, to make that stand out more. So I take them up there like that. Some little dark green bushy things in there. That's nice. Very nice. I like that. Right, so that's that. Now, what other trees we got? There's a tree here. About there. That's it. Make it right out. About there. Like that. It's quite a big one. And there's another one. About there. Like that. Now I need some dark to fill it in. Some very dark green to fill it in. There we are. That's that one. There. Then there's a great big one here. I'm going to have a quick dry before I put my big one in. Just looking, and I tell you what, there's a bit of, this is slightly closer and it's looking, there's a little bit of mud in there. That's it. And then it does just smudge up a little bit like that, and then it goes into a sort of lighter, much lighter green. It just smudges up a bit like that, just onto that embankment there. So that bit's just a little bit stronger like that. That's it. There. Oh, looking at it, let's do a bit there as well, because it's giving me that. Follow my contours. That's it. And I can dry that with my fingers like that. Look. There we are. Take that up there like that. There, that's nice. That's just giving me that little bit there. Oh, nice. Lovely. That'll do me for that. Right, now, so now there's a big tree in here, so let's mix up some big colour for a big tree. Right, so it starts about there, and it comes in, and it's about like that. I'll bring it down into here a little bit. There, that's about it. Something like that. Right, now I need some darker colours. Boom, 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 boom. Get some darker colours in there and do the same again. There we are. Then I need some really dark colours. Really, 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 really dark green. Oh, that's nice. And same again. Just pop it in there like that. There. I think that looks nice. Let me dry that and have a look. It might need another layer on it. I think I'm going to have my son coming in this way, even though on my photo it's opposite, but I just think just up there it's come out like it's coming in that way, and I've done no else to indicate any other, so I think I'll just do it like that in it there, so I can have some dark on that side like that, and if I wanted to I could quite easily get a nice lighter bit on that side like that. So it looks like sun's going in that way, and that'll look nice. So if I just pop in sort of a bit of shadowy ground in there like that, look, and take that right out there, and that'll look like a nice little shadow there for me son. There we are. And then let's give that a dry. Pop some little I've gone a really dark green to do this. Some little sticks and leaves, and it looks like it's one of them trees what does that, look. It comes out in loads and loads of little bits like that, look. Oh, that looks nice. Just bits like that, see. So a lot, it's like a sort of bushy thing, a lot, and it's coming straight out at ground, look like that, rather than hotels. You know what that'll do. A bit there, some bits in that shadow there, blend it in, look. I like that. Very nice. So that's that. I'll pop a tiny bit on this one. Just a couple of twigs in there, maybe even a bit there, look like that. They're too far away. I'm going to put a little fence in here. We get a little fence brush, put a little fence in. Some more brown in there, that's nice. Oh, that's a nice colour. Right, so there's a little fence in here. So I've got to imagine how sort of big this fence would be. So let's have a post there. And this is showing how big these trees are. So yeah, I've done my fence quite small. So that's made these trees bigger. It's rickety, rackety little old thing. There's probably wire on it, but I doubt you'd see it from there. So I'll make it a wire fence. I'll put little hints in. Probably won't even see it from that far, but that's a little fence. It's slightly down an hill, I think, so there's no reflections coming over. It looks like that goes over like that. Right, time on now, 37. I'm tempted to leave it at that and then come back in a bit. I'm going to build these fronts up a bit more, this front layer up a bit more, and then I'm going to stick some sheeps in. So if you want to watch that, I'll do that on tomorrow's unit. So I'm going to go and turn the heating up, I think, see if I can warm Doofus's grandma up a bit more. She's, like I say, she's gone all stiff and cold. It must be the arthritis, but I think if I get her nice and warm, she'll be sound, and then she can take us to the park again, buy us some more sweets. In it. Boom Shangri-La! In it.